Vice President Leni Robredo said that there is more to fighting the COVID-19 crisis than just wearing face masks, waiting for vaccines, and spraying pesticides throughout the country. How will the palace respond to this?
Tama po sinabi niya kasi bukod po doon sa mga sinabi ni Presidente, tayo na po ang pinakamataas na testing rate, pero baliwala po kay Vice President yan. Tayo po ngayon nagpapatupad ng magalong formula sa tracing. Bali, wala po yan kay Vice President. Napakadami na po nating isolation centers na naibukas. Ang mga pampublikong mga paaralan, ginagamit na rin isolation centers, ang mga hotel. Bali, wala po yan kay Vice President. At syempre po, tayo po ay nagtayo na ng hospital command center na talagang nagbibigay ng referral service kung saan pupunta ang mga nangangailangan ng medical attention. Bali, wala rin po yan kay Vice President at sa mga oposisyon. Sila po, wala raw tayong ginagawa. Well, sila lang ata ang hindi nakakaalam kung anong ginagawa ng gobyerno. Buksan po ang mga mata at buksan po ang mga pandinig.
So yung kay Vice President Robredo, context yun yung sinabi niya kagabi. What do you say though to those who say na waiting for a vaccine exactly doesn't sound like a plan?
Alam niyo po ang plano natin, National Action Plan 1, National Action Plan 2, nasa National Action Plan 2 na po tayo kung saan binubuksan na po natin ang ekonomiya, pinag-iingat natin ang mga kababayan sa kanilang kalusugan para tayo makapaghanap buhay. Tuloy pa rin po ang ating mga localized lockdown and granular lockdowns at tuloy pa rin yung papainting natin ng testing, tracing, isolation and treatment. Yun po yung plano. Pero habang wala talagang bakuna, habang walang gamot, wala pa rin po talagang solusyon sa pandemyang ito. Hinahamon ko po si VP Leni. Kung meron siyang solusyon na walang vaccine at at wala pa rin gamot, sabihin niya po. Dahil sigurado po, baka ngayon din maging presidente siya kung makahanap siya ng solusyon habang walang bakuna at walang gamot.
Yes, good afternoon, Secretary Roque. Follow up lang dun sa unang tanong on Vice President Robredo. Also in her statement, she listed 4 suggestions for the government that includes medical and non-medical interventions to combat the virus, addressing poverty, hunger, unemployment, restricting public and private finances, and rebuilding the economy in an inclusive, resilient, and sustainable way. Any response po, Secretary?
Wala pong bago, pinatutupad na po yan ng gobyerno. Again, buksan po ang mata, buksan ang mga pandinig nang hindi po inuulit ang pinatutupad na ng gobyerno.
On a different topic, Secretary, will President Duterte issue an executive order to regulate the prices of RT-PCR testing? Kasi po, sabi po ni DOH Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere, they're recommending for the President to issue an EO para po mag-impose ng price cap sa RT-PCR kasi magkakaiba po yung presyo niya depende sa hospital or sa medical laboratory. Was this discussed during the IATF meeting yesterday?
Well, ang Presidente po ay nag-issue ng executive order imposing price caps on medicines, so I don't think it is impossible for him to issue this executive order. Pero ang panawagan po natin, napakadaming laboratories, gobyerno po ang nag-donate o kaya pribadong sektor ang nag-donate ng makina at mga test kits. Ibaba nyo po ang mga presyo. Alam ko po may mga nagnanais sa inyo, bagamat non-profit kayo, na kumita. Wag naman po. Ibigay na po natin sa taong bayan yung benepisyo pag kayo po ay nakatanggap ng libreng makina galing sa gobyerno o sa pribadong sektor o mga libreng mga testing kits. Yun po talaga ang pangunahing pamamaraan para mapababa po ang halaga ng testing. Pero antay din po tayo, nakapilot na po ang full testing. Pag napatupad na po natin ang wide-scale full testing, talaga pong bababa ang presyo.
Alright. While all praises po si President Duterte dito po sa White Sand Beautification Project nga po ng DNR sa Manila Bay, apparently the Cebu Provincial Government noted that the extraction of dolomite rocks destroyed or damaged the marine ecosystem sa Cebu, particularly yung mga corals po doon. How do we reconcile this, sir? We are proud of the project, but on the other hand, meron po palang damage or reported damage to the environment. Who should be responsible and what should be done?
Hindi pa po natin talaga na-verify yan. Pag-aaralan po yan ng DNR at titignan po natin kung paano natin maibsan kung merong ng danyo sa nangyari dyan po sa Alcoy, Cebu. Pero ang ang kailangan po malaman ng taong bayan, sa mulat mula po, yan ang kabuhayan sa Alcoy, Cebu. Hindi po ito kauna-unang pagkakataon na sila nagbenta ng dolomite. Nakasalalay po yung buong bayan na yan sa pagbebenta ng dolomite. So matagal na po yung nangyayari at yan po ay dahilan para napakaraming may hanap buhay at trabaho dyan po sa Alcoy, Cebu.
Last na lang po for me, Secretary, Deputy Speaker and Camarines Sur Representative El Rey Villafuerte said that supermajority of congressmen want House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano to extend in his term. Alam ko po you already mentioned that Malacanang will respect whatever is the decision of lawmakers when it comes to House speakership. Pero personally, kay Pangulong Duterte, is he okay if lawmakers will no longer push through with agreed term sharing because it was the President himself who brokered that deal? Sasama po ba ang loob niya kung hindi ito susundin or kung ito ang sentimiento ng supermajority ng Kamara ay hahayaan na lang po niya?
Ay, tinanong ko po siya dito kagabi at dahil sinagot niya ako, ulitin ko po ang sagot niya. He's hoping na tutupad sa usapan ang partido, pero kung wala pong numbers si Congressman Lord Alan, wala po siyang magagawa. So, the President is hoping that the Speaker and Congressman Velasco will honor their agreement, but ultimately the decision will be the decision of the individual congressmen. Ang sabi po niya, to quote talaga, is kung walang numero si Lord Alan, wala siyang magagawa.
Thank you, Secretary.
Yusek Roque again, please. Thank you, Joyce.
Secretary Harry, yung bangayan na nagaganap sa House of Representatives, without sounding nostalgic, mukhang hindi naman nangyari yan nung ikaw mambabatas pa. Pero hindi po kaya ito na kinakikitaan ng bahid ng graft and corruption sapagkat ang pinag-aawayan ay pera para sa kanilang mga pet projects sa House of Representatives?
Well, ang aking posisyon nga po ng presidente, hinahayaan niya ang miyembro na magdesisyon kung sino ang kanilang magiging leaders dahil talaga naman pong lone jurisdiction yan ng mga miyembro ng Kongreso. So sa akin po, wag naman natin bigyan ng bahid ng kahit ano. Meron pong presumption of good faith, meron talagang karapatan na ang mga individual na miyembro ng Kamara ang hahalal ng kanilang liderato.
Hindi, pero yung pong delivery ng pondo para sa kanilang mga projects, mukhang yung po yata yung dahilan ng bangayan.
Ang budget po nag-originate sa Malacanang. What Congress can do is they can decrease the budget but they cannot increase it, and they can also reallocate funds, pero kung merong dadagdagan ng pondo, merong item na mababawasan. Yan po ay jurisdiction naman ng Kamara.
Suntok sa buwan po ito, Secretary. Pwede niyo ba kaming bigyan ng tip kung anong magiging talumpati ni Pangulong Duterte sa United Nations?
Tama po kayo, suntok po yan sa Mars.
So, abangan na lang namin.
Abangan niyo po, alas 9 ng gabi.
Salamat po.
Thank you. Joseph Morong, please. Joseph?
Yeah, hi. How are you doing, sir?
Okay naman
Sir,
po.
yung unang kay Alan, yung sa speakership raw, sir, do you think, yung pong statement nyo kanina, nasabi ni Presidente, allegedly, that kung walang numbers si Lord Alan, is wala siyang magagawa. Tama ba, sir, yung pick up ko kanina dun sa statement? And that was the President speaking?
Verbatim quote from the President. Okay.
Sir, hindi ba siya, sir, reneging on the gentleman's agreement between Congressman Velasco and Congressman Speaker Cayetano na napagkasundo nila, hati-hati sila, and now pala the subject to change?
Well, hindi naman po, no? Kasi ang sabi niya, totoo yan, binroker ko yan at inaasahan ko na maging tupad sila sa napag-usapan. Pero dinagdag nga niya, no? Kung talagang walang numero si Lord Alan, wala rin ako magagawa.
Was Congressman Velasco misled into thinking na he would have a half a term?
Hindi ko na po masasagot yan. Ako po yung verbatim, sinagot ko na, inulit ko lang ang sinabi ng Presidente at bilang isang tagapagsalita, kapag nagsalita na po ang Presidente, inuulit ko lang at hindi na po ako nag-annotate.
That means if Speaker Cayetano continues with the speakership, given what the President said, parang ano yan, bas-bas yan, sir, no?
Yun po ang sabi niya. Kung walang numero si Lord Alan, wala akong magagawa at ito naman po ay nasa saligang batas na mga miyembro ng Kamara ang hahalal ng kanilang liderato.
Okay, sir. Sir, last na lang sa PhilHealth. I don't know if that is the full statement of the President with regard to the Ombudsman, but can you, since you're in the meeting, can you give us the full context of why the President would say that, he trusts the Ombudsman Martires, is a reasonable man? Where are we now with regard to the PhilHealth mess, such that he would say that he wants to expedite yung mga cases? Nagigiba, sir, parang may konti bang friction or sagabal dun sa Ombudsman with regard to how we want to proceed with the PhilHealth?
Well, wala naman po. Kaya lang po, kung ikukumpira mo dun sa Task Force PhilHealth na isang buwan nagkaroon ng rekomendasyon, siyempre mas matagal po yung proseso sa Ombudsman. Pero naniniwala naman po, nagtitiwala ang Presidente na si Ombudsman Martires will eventually file the corresponding charges po laban dun sa mga dapat maparusahan. Yun lang po ang konteksto nun.
So independent of the task force, sir, yan, no?
Oh, independent. At rin-respeto po talaga niya na mas marami pang kasong maisasampa. Ang nais lang niya sana mapabilis talaga dahil gusto niya talagang makulong na yung mga kurakot dyan sa PhilHealth. And again,
Ombudsman cases,
those
right?
who said that I was not speaking on behalf of the President when I was talking about corruption in PhilHealth, well, res ipsa loquitur, we are one po with the President in wanting to see all those corrupt people in PhilHealth behind bars.
All right, sir. So thank you for your time.
Salamat, Joseph. Back to you, Sec. Rocky.
Yes, Secretary, from Alvin Baltasar ng Radyo Pilipinas. Ano daw po ang reaksyon ng palasyo sa move ng Department of Health na gawing schedule ang pag-i-interview sa kanila 2 days prior sa target interview? Kailangan daw po makapagpadala ng request. Di po ba may urgency sa information dissemination sa mga panahong ito, lalo't DOH ang concerned agency?
Hindi ko po alam kung ano yung polisiya ng DOH, pero kanya-kanyang polisiya naman po yan. Ang alam ko si Yusek Vergere as spokesperson is expected to give the public answers to their questions.
Thank you, Secretary.
Yes, Trish Tirada, please.
Hi, good afternoon, Secretary. Sir, balikan ko lang kanina since nagtapos po kayo din sa question ni Joseph about corruption because apparently there's already a reaction mula po dun sa Regional Director ng Visayas, LTO. I remember, sir, kahapon po you called him out to shape up. Let me just quote his reaction. He said, Roque asked me to be fired after I discovered anomalies in the car registration process. He said he discovered large-scale tax evasion from dealers related to car registration. LTO 7 Director Kaindik is actually questioning your motivation daw po, sir, for calling him out.
Malinaw po yan. Okay, since Kaindik brought out his own name, yes, I was referring to Kaindik. I have affidavits to prove po na kinikikila niya yung mga motorcycle distributors. And this is a matter of public document already nang hindi po pumayag na mas mataas yung kikil na ibibigay sa kanya, tsaka po siya nagkaroon ng kung ano-anong hadlang. Now, I brought this attention to ASEC Galvante. Pinayagan na po ang registration ng mga motorsiklo sa Cebu to be done outside of Cebu. At lahat po halos ng mga dealers ng motorsiklo nagpaparegister na outside of Cebu. So that's on the basis po of affidavits, and since he's the one who spoke up, yan po ang katotohanan. Ano po motivation ko? The same motivation when I conducted the crusade against PhilHealth, the same motivation when I conducted a crusade against corruption in different GOCCs, including but not limited to government financial institutions. No? So malinaw naman po ako, so from the very beginning, I stand for good government together with the President. So yun po ang motivation. So I'm supported po by public documents and the corresponding charges will be charged. So yun po ang aking posisyon.
So, sir, since you spoke with the President last night, napag-usapan niyo rin po ba on a personal note itong threat or itong EU planning to revoke our GSP privilege? Ano po yung sentimiento ng Pangulo tungkol dito?
Well, alam nyo, hindi na binobroadcast, no? Pero I can assure you, miski wala akong speaking role on TV, about half of our meeting time is in response to my questions. I asked that he ratify my statement on the EU, and he did. And he, of course, devoted a substantial period of time to express his view. Ang sabi niya, mali nga na naghihimasok itong European Union sa mga bagay na sakop ng soberenya ng bansa. Mahaba ang diskusyon ni Presidente tungkol kay Laila de Lima kung bakit hindi po talaga siya nakakulong as a political prisoner, kundi as a common criminal related to drug charges. The same thing with Maria Ressa. No? So my statements on the EU were completely ratified by the President yesterday. He completely agrees with my statements.
Thank you, Secretary.
Ay, si Pia. Pia, please, of Pia Ranada of Rappler. Pia Ranada.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, my question is just about the UNGA speech. So I was wondering, sir, if maybe recently you were able to talk to the president and ask him why he agreed this year to give a speech when in previous years he never did. Baka you have new information on that?
Sinagot na po yan kahapon ni Yusek Borge, no? There are matters po that are of profound significance to the international community. Kasama na po doon yung COVID. No? Kaya magsasalita po sa kauna-unang pagkakataon ng ating presidente.
So sir, walang bago pong sinabi si Presidente about his motives?
Wala naman po. Ang diskusyon kahapon ay tungkol sa EU, tungkol sa EU, sa ano pa yung sinabi ko kanina? Sa nurses, sa ano pa yung isa? Ha? Yung Manila Bay at saka yung speakership.
Okay. Sir, next question. Because before si President was saying that he wouldn't want to pay a reservation fee for vaccines to be developed by Western companies. But we've also already set aside 1.5 billion for a reservation fee, which experts say actually refers to the advanced market commitment. So, sir, the government already said we would contribute to the AMC of the COVAX facility. So, sir, how does the President's remarks affect that commitment? Does that mean we will no longer contribute to the AMC of the COVAX facility?
No, we will cooperate po in connection with all multilateral efforts to ensure equitable sharing of a vaccine if developed. No? Pero ang gaya sabi nga ng Presidente, hindi siya naniniwala doon sa ginagawa ng ibang mga bansa, nagbabayad na ahead of time in the development of the vaccine to ensure that they get a supply. So yun po yung sinasabi ni Presidente na he is unwilling to do.
So, last follow-up to that, sir. So, sir, you're saying that, for example, Moderna or Pfizer, if they develop a vaccine but ask for an AMC, the President will not want to pay that, even if it means securing supply for the country of this very critical vaccine?
Well, ang style naman po ng Presidente, kung hindi tayo magbabayad, dinadaan po sa pagkakaibigan. And that's why he has fostered ties with all countries that are developing the vaccine, including the United States for that matter.
So you think there's a way for us to get the vaccine even if we don't pay an AMC to these companies in the States?
Well, we don't know if any company in the United States will in fact give us without payment of AMC, but he's sure that if it comes from Russia, if it comes from China, we can.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay. Well, yung kaindik po, no, nakapagtataka yung LTO chief, LTO regional director, siya ngayon ang gumagalaw para sa BIR. Isipin nyo, taong bayan, bakit niya linabas yung BIR? Obviously, because yung mga motorcycle distributor, nagsumbong nga. Kaya nang nagsumbong, bumawi. Nagsusumbong daw siya sa BIR. Di magsumbong ka sa BIR para mas maraming tax collection. Pero ang issue pa rin, korupsyon. Zero corruption ang Presidente. And huwag kang magkamali na gawin yung mga ginawa ng ibang mga opisyal na hindi daw ako nagsasalita sa ngalan ng Presidente pagdating sa korupsyon. Tignan po natin. I will bring the matter up now to the top leadership. Okay, so wala na po tayo. I will see you, Regional Director Kaintik.